you're not scaling right now when your competitors are scaling to the moon is because you do not have enough volume, enough creatives to test. Fresh creatives equals a bigger testing pool to find winners. What you're supposed to do with paid ads right now, it's pretty simple. You experiment until you find winners. When you find those winners, you drop the losers, you stop putting ad spend into them, you make subtle variations of the winning creatives, and this is changing the color, changing the color, changing the um, background a little bit, possibly inserting a different if your creative or ad is running a person, possibly changing the person out to a different skin tone or different hair color or something. Really, oftentimes, it's just changing colors in the background and the text a little bit, change the formatting up a little bit. It's supposed to be it's subtle, right? Because you don't want to change the winners too much. And you redo this every week. Really, if you're on your game, you redo this like as much as you can, right? I just say every week because that's kind of the cadence that most brands, usually do it. Because it is a hassle. You have to sit there and create creatives over and over and over and keep doing this. It's a lot of work. Quantity beats quality. You just need more. I think quality in terms of paid ads, brands are way too obsessed about having creatives that they themselves like, that they think, oh, this looks high quality. Like, come on, studio lighting. Look at this. We rented out like an entire room. We got an actress in here. Like, we have so much high quality footage. Look at this. Look how great this looks. Even if it's just like a freelancer UGC creator, like sometimes your idea of quality is not actually what's going to convert, which is why performance marketing is just all about quantity. It's never about quality. You just want quantity because sometimes people just will buy off of like really bad looking stuff. Really just, I mean, if you've seen ads out there for horrible like mobile game ads, people are clicking on those and downloading the app. Quantity beats quality every single time. Now, this is probably different when you're running some extremely like luxurious brand or something, or you're like a car company or you're Jaguar or something. But just for your everyday like million a month ecom brand, quantity is going to be quality every single time. So there are two ways to create ads and creatives right now. There is manual design, and then there are AI tools. Now, before I get into this, I am Henry. Me and my team do a lot of ads and a lot of creatives using AI tools for brands and businesses who want to scale at way higher rates than their competitors. So, getting into it, AI tools, the pros, you can create 100 times more. You can do really the only or the only limit is just time, how much you actually want to put into it, right? And you can set up AI automations using tools like N8N to go in and just create, 100, 500, 1,000. You can just sit there and create more and more and more. They can be extremely high quality. When I was talking about earlier, quality is not what you should focus on. but they can be high quality. I'm referring more towards static ads, and static ads are usually, they tend to convert a little bit better than UGC, but if you get your UGC right, I definitely would still go with UGC. It's cheaper than manual because all it is just prompting, refining, prompting again, getting what you want, right? So, and each like generation basically it's pretty cheap. Especially compared to if you wanted to do a video or UGC video from a freelancer or an influencer, that video, if it's like a freelancer or micro influencer, may cost you like $200 to $500 for like one video or maybe three videos. Unless we're talking about like posts here, right? But I'm more talking about UGC videos. It's way cheaper than that. The tools that you can use to create these like AI UGC like videos that look very authentic. The AI avatar looks great. The voices usually sound fantastic, and it's only going to get better. It will only get better in another, I don't know, year, 2 years. I mean, it's going to be a complete nightmare to find out like what's actually real or not. So it's cheaper than manual. You can do customer research for scripts, and there are tons and tons of different ways to do this and go about this, but you can find like the exact things that your like ICP is saying about your brand, or things like your brand. If you're a coffee brand and you want to know what they're saying about this specific type of bean or what they like use in coffee, you can go do customer research, and you can set up automations and use AI to go and find this. And the delivery, especially for just creating the ads themselves, is nearly instant. Videos take a little bit longer because it's more complex to do. But in terms of just static ads, it's, I mean, virtually instant. The cons, you have less control over design. You can't go in and change like every little thing to suit your need, right? And nor really should you, right? It's like, it's a con, but it's also kind of a plus because you don't need to optimize every single ad. So then there's a learning curve. The learning curve is, it depends on like what platform you use, but there definitely is a little bit of a learning curve to just prompting in general and creating like high quality stuff at scale. And this kind of goes hand in hand. It is hard to find the right platform. I'll get into different platforms here in a little bit, but then you have the second way, which is manual design. I don't like manual design, and by manual design, I mean influencer like package videos, brand deals, stuff like that, freelancers that you go and hire to create videos on a like per package basis, or you have agencies like marketing agencies and stuff, um, creating these for you. And the pros, you do have more control. If it's video, it's hard. It's a little hard because I mean they're gonna charge you for more iterations if you don't like it. So that kind of sucks. But at least if it's like just an image, I mean, usually you're just using Canva, and you either are freelancing out like designers to create ads for you, or you are you have an in-house team, or you're doing it yourself, right? And you do have more control in that department, in the static department. And in regards to like post and UGC videos on an influencer like a brand deal, you do have their own personal reach, like when they post it, and then they also give you that video and you can run it as an ad. You do get their reach, which is like half of the cost you're paying for. I still don't think it's really that worth it, but people still do it, so I put that down as a pro. Cons, it's very expensive, especially if you're just a smaller brand who's only doing like, you know, 500 to a million a month. It's pretty expensive to do video package deals with especially influencers, and it's not very optimal. The economics of it don't really make sense. The delivery times are way too long. It can range anywhere from, you know, 3 to 4 days to like 2 weeks to, get your video or get your packages. And it's not scalable. It takes way too long and kind of goes in hand. It's way too few videos to test at scale. Like, to find winners, you need volume. You need more and more and more. You just need to test constantly. So, how do we solve this? This is bad. This is a really bad check mark, but this is good. Brands in 2025 who use AI over actually manual designing, hiring, influencer stuff, you know, I think are going to win. There are pros to both sides. I'm not saying this is entirely the wrong way to go, but you should be using AI and trying to figure out how to optimize your business in general with AI, especially with your creatives, especially right now. So, one very just basic tool you could do is just ChatGPT itself. Make me a 9 by 16 poster for a mushroom coffee brand called Shroomy. It's a pretty basic one. You could just do this in Canva. Not this like mushroom design, not this cup of coffee. This would take, you know, an actual designer to go in and create this on Photoshop, and it would probably be pretty expensive. And so ChatGPT is a very simple tool that you can use. This uses their image model 4.0. Another one that's been popping off recently is Nano Banana. That is Google's new kind of Photoshop image model. And what you do is you go to aistudio.google.com and you just go, actually let's take this, see if I can just copy this and put this into here. Perfect. um Make this a retro vibe. Give me just the shroom. Give me just the shroom headline at the top. Unless there's an internal error that has occurred. Let's try reloading it. It doesn't always work. Nano banana. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Make this poster neon vibes. They cyberpunk aesthetic. Let's just put that in. I only do that because I like cyberpunk and neon colors kind of vibes. So it goes in, you do it, it generates, and look at that. That looks so nice. Actually, it looks really cool. Like I would literally just take this, and I'm only showing you one here, but I mean you can go in and make multiple of these. And again, this is just Google's AI Studio using Nano Banana. It's free for right now. So I would just go in and just start making tons of variations of this. It gives you a little watermark here. Unfortunately, you can, I believe, if you use their API through like other websites and stuff, other like AI tool websites, you can generate videos without this. I'm just showing you what the model can do. So these are just ChatGPT and Google AI Studio. For AI UGC, yes, UGC, like actual real life looking videos. One of the number one tools I would recommend is Arcads. Arcads creates AI avatars, and they talk, and you can they talk not perfectly, but they talk authentically. They talk like an actual person, like me talking to you right now. So I would definitely try out Arcads if you want. A lot of marketers and a lot of advertising agencies are using this and switching over to this. And then just to give you guys a little proof of that I know what I'm talking about. This is an app. This is an AI English learning app that people have referenced before. They are a it's very small. It's a very small thing, and they have literally been doing the exact same thing. It's this weird AI like model thing here, robot, and they just go in and they just mass create over and over. I guarantee you none of like this guy here isn't real. I guarantee you these people aren't real. And they just go in like they probably prompted to create this to create this video, and then they go into some basic editing tool like a CapCut or something like that, and then just overlay that on top of like another like AI avatar, something that you could use Arcats for, and boom, you now have an ad. And they use AI to translate and do what is it, Chinese? I believe that's Russian, Spanish. I believe that's Spanish. And they do this for everything. Like, look. So, AI is definitely being used right now, not just for, like Meta to obviously help deliver ads better, but companies are using AI to create ads. So,